Dave Berk, JT Smith here, Bearcat Insider, Nippert Stadium, the spring game. JT, you know, we looked at some of the battles. We talked about the quarterback battle. I think everyone's talking about that going into tonight. And I have to say right now, you have to give Ross Trail, as far as performance tonight, that he may have got the most out of this spring.
Definitely. I was able to check out Thursday practice, and Hayden Moore made more plays in practice. But, you know, as the end of practice, I felt like Ross Trail was getting hot. And then I feel like he rolled his hot hand into the spring game because this team, you know, he's on the black team and they move the ball a lot better. And, you know, with him being probably second right now, I mean, Coach Fickle has a little bit to think about because Ross Trail moved those boys pretty good tonight.
One of the things we can say, the excitement of a new head coach, Luke Fickle. You saw the excitement. Mike Vrabel, one of his close friends, teammates, the ties to Ohio State here, taking in a spring game. You don't expect to see those type of guys here.
Yeah, man, with the connections he has, that's pretty cool. I mean, for recruits, for the current players, former players, Mike Vrabel was a pretty good guy, pretty good player in the NFL and in the collegiate his realm when he was at Ohio State. I think he might even have a championship, but that's pretty cool that he was here, that he wasn't a UC alumni, that he showed that much love to Coach Fickle. That has to mean the world to them, and just pretty cool look on the university in itself.
I think there's a big question as we go from the spring until summer, when we get back and the Bearcats start getting ready in August for the 2017 season. It has to be play along the offensive line.
Yeah, that's going to be key. They have a lot of potential, but it's going to be a lot of question marks too. Losing their star center, Deshaun Bond, to graduation. Slash has a chance to be playing in the NFL. He was here tonight. It's a cool thing. But a lot of people are going to have to step up. They have a lot of length, and a few guys. Blake Yeager, Ryan Stout. Those guys are pretty good, and Corey Cunningham. But somebody's going to step up, and then they're going to need people that could come off the bench, because one thing in football, injury is going to happen. So you need to have a guy that's ready to go. So you just can't just have 5 strong guys. You need maybe 6 or 7, hopefully 8 if you're playing with a lucky hand. So that'll be, the better the offensive line is, the better this team will be.
And one of those guys you mentioned, Ryan Stout, did not participate in the spring game, really limited the spring as far as what he did. But we talked to him, and we'll have an interview up on the site as well. He feels that he'll be 100% and ready to go by the time August comes around.
Yeah, that's good. That's real positive for this team. He's a guy that is going to play tackle. I don't know if he's going to play left tackle or right tackle this year. I know he played a lot of left last year as a sophomore. So I don't know if they're going to swing Corey Cunningham back over to the right side, but that's just going to give them more depth. And even though the offensive line is kind of getting beat up right now, it might be more of a blessing than a curse, because you got more kids getting reps. And then, in the fall time, you're going to need kids that are not going to shell up when the lights are on. So hopefully they can make this a positive, when the real games start to happen.
And we had to talk about the star of the game, Josh Paisley, the kicker. Had to be the star of the game. I don't know what the final count is. It was like 5 field goals or something like that. 4 or 5 for sure. 4 for sure.
4 for sure. 5.
But I think when he was coming down from the press box, he may have got another one. But you have to talk about him. And then, we also have to talk about defensively, Alex Thomas, another guy you talked to, 2 interceptions on the night. Yeah, man.
AT, we talked to him before he went to the locker room, and he's just talking about having confidence, man. Just, saying his background is just a guy that, you have to go get it, have to work hard. He's been a playmaker, his 3 years here, and he's just, showing he's getting better and better. I mean, right now I think he's our #1, or the Bearcats' #1 cornerback. And we would expect him just to be even better in fall. He's just flashing, man. He's just playing real well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he continues to develop as a player, because he's got the skill set to be a big-time player.
Yeah, with that length and size and speed, man, he can cause trouble. I see that he's returning punts now, so that just shows what kind of athlete he is. It's something to just keep looking to see his growth, man, because, the better he plays, the stronger that defense is, and the more exotic blitzes they can do, because this is a more aggressive defense than it was last year.
Have several interviews coming up on Bearcat Insider. Be sure to check those out. Coach Marcus Freeman will talk a little about the defense, how it gelled in the spring, and we've got several players. So stay tuned for that. More on Bearcat Insider.